and to let them know that they should have faith. Things will turn out for good. And then also to put it on record, the welfare chairperson for Ghana Meteorological Agency, I think the welfare of my colleagues. We have the qualifications. These vacant positions, people are working in it already, but they have not been confirmed or recognized as such. So at the appropriate time, we will respond to that. But
Absolutely.
then for the forecast for today, we expect it to be cloudy with slight rain occurring over places. We expect rain and thunder for the north this weekend. So we should watch out for rain and thunder for the upper east, upper west, especially the extreme portions, those that share borders with Burkina Faso into Mali. The southern regions, just isolated cases, is expected. In terms of temperatures, as you said already, it will still remain cool across the 16 regions in the mornings and in the evening. The afternoon, we expect it to be a little bit warm, but not too uncomfortable for us to be in it. For the fisher folks, it will be rough during the weekend, so they should navigate with caution. We'll be traveling a lot this weekend, so mist and fog patches that will affect visibilities are done as anticipated. So please, motorists should take precautions so that they should watch their speed, their lighting system, so that they can navigate or drive smoothly on our roads.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that very comprehensive update. Wishing you a splendid Friday.
Thank you.
Again, that was Felicity Appiah-Ampofo, chief forecaster with the Ghana Met, letting us know exactly what to expect. Well, let me say good morning also to Michael Ogbodu, 162 Don Ullo.
No,
good
Michael
morning.
thinks I cannot say Ejapadia.
Expecting to say
have you been struggling with it?
No, I don't even know where this is coming
all
from.
know Sixtus is phonetically challenged when it comes to chi.
Sixtus, you've been vindicated.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It's great.
We will check and
Inspiring. The only problem I have is saying Obojo.
It's okay. Ellen, what were you saying?
Shall we dive straight into the news review? You know the score. We have our newspapers here. We'll get stuck straight into it. The Ghanaian Times this morning. Ejapadia book, an invention to mar my image. President breaks silence. And he's pictured here on the front page. Prof. Kwamina Kwansa Edu chairs new NTC board. SGAGL denies claims of inflated costs in ambulance deal. It's another 10 in this ambulance spare parts saga. We'll get into it in due course. Some 95 million Ghana cedis payment to West Blue is arrears settlement and not judgment debt. The Daily Statesman. Cabinet reviews National Action Plan to tackle disinformation. Natoshi urges investment in MMDAs for sustainable development. Government to start district housing program. You've got Kojopo Nkrumah, Minister of Works and Housing, pictured on the front page. Michael Quay supports Kwabena SHS. Also on this ambulance spare parts saga, SGAGL. Cost of ambulance deal not inflated. Jinapo, let's harness opportunities in mining sector. That's Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abu Jinapo. What's happened with his own issues? Was the Yagbonwura who had asked him to stay back, go back?
There was a high-powered delegation.
I recall.
Beautifully constituted. We are here to hear the outcome of that. So
but
I'm
you
sure
have close ties in the vicinity. What are your sources telling you?
This is a matter of royalty. Let's wait. We
cannot afford
to speculate. Let's just wait to see.
But that smirk on your face tells me that you know something that we don't know.
he pleads the fifth on this one.
Oh, I thought you would give us, some insider
Helen
scoop.
is stressing me. Please give me my glasses.
Why? Maybe some insider scoop on what the latest is, but it's all right. You can reveal those sources later on when the mics are off. Michael, what do you have for us?
The custodian government to start district housing project soon. SGAGL refutes wrongdoing in $34.9 million ambulance deal. DRIP will provide 10,000 jobs. The custodian is now reporting on DRIP.
That's shocking.
Yeah, okay, well, maybe this angle of it. NATO, she pledges support for district road projects. New shippers law affirms Balmier's tax measures. That's according to Tampoli. But I am interested in the housing one. Let me just read it briefly and see what our new housing minister is up to. Page 2, government will soon start its ambitious district-level housing projects as part of measures to reduce the housing deficit in the country. The program is designed to tackle the country's 1.8 million housing gap by decentralizing housing development and tailoring solutions to the specific need of each region. It's interesting how we are so good at problem statement. Oh, don't laugh loud.
Wow. Sixtus, you're tickled.
Of course. The man has made a statement that is a multi-million dollar worth
statement.
I'm with you. He said the typical Ghanaian is so excellent at crafting problem statements.
But Akanyaka. Let me continue. Minister for Works and Housing, Mr. Kojo Nkrumah, announced the initiative during the Buzia Institute. Announced the initiative during the Buzia Institute lecture held at the Takoradi Technical University on Wednesday. Giving the keynote address, Mr. Nkrumah detailed the government's strategic approach to the district housing program. He emphasized that the initiative is not merely about building homes, but also creating a framework that sustained regional growth. Our vision is to decentralize housing development, making it accessible and manageable at the district level. These projects will ensure that every district has the infrastructure to meet its housing needs and provide a solid foundation for future growth. Okay, maybe I have to read further to get it, but yeah.
All right. Well, Sixtus, you have your assistant eyes with you.
So when Michael is saying that the typical Ghanaian who only cries, stay there, what? The problems. But the vision and the mission.
Solution, no, that's it.
Project proposal writers.
When it comes to the solutions, but even with the solutions, sometimes I think we are good at that.
Oh.
Look, how many times don't we set up committees and this, and there are always recommendations, directives, instructions.
And we use beautiful English,
flamboyant ones.
I remember when I first started doing morning radio, something would come up,
and I'll say adjectival phrase.
Something would come up and I'll say, don't we have a law for this? And then I'll be told, there's a law for everything. We are good at writing. We're good at writing.
Yeah. No, we are not lazy. We are not. No. I mean, we are amongst the best academics in the world.
I agree with that.
And we are typically trained in the best of the universities. I mean, there's not a single administration in this country that you take, at least in the Fourth Republic, that you will not find running through the ministers that they have all been trained abroad, or majority of them trained abroad.
I agree
in
with
the
that.
Ivy League schools, and you see a lot of them say, what is that word? Now this is the word I cannot pronounce. Valedictorian.
You've pronounced it.
As you see, I had to pause.
I want to say something, but it's okay.
If you do anything, the Ullo people.
Well, take us to the front page of the Republic.
Before you
Press
go there,
so that
Pascal,
we can go on our break.
Hukanri says, community housing by this time after 7 years, and it has 2 smiling emojis. It is well.
Okay. So on the front page of the Republic Press, 7 The Republic, Akufo-Addo rejects Ajapadia. You want me to say Ajapadia?
Ajapadia.
But it's interesting that he's now speaking. on this matter. You see, as I'm sure he wasn't even going to touch on it, but the heat is becoming too much, so he decides to speak
too much
to
rather
this issue.
I thought I'd rather die down.
No, I'd say in the last, even just this week alone, it's become topical once again. I saw a tweet or a post from Gabby Ochidako, in fact, commenting on this. I've seen the likes of, was it KKD, also on another platform, dissecting the book across the different platforms. It's come up. Party communicators are having to defend this. So yes, it's definitely been catapulted back into the spotlight. So you see,
what did Gabby say about it, though?
He said that I think the post was along the lines of, if you truly believe that a family would sit down and document such sinister plans, then, you've got to be kidding, or something along those lines. Why would you believe a document?
So who did it? So who did? Because what fascinates me in that particular document is how some of its predictions or whatever.
Coming
like detail. You know what I mean? So,
So President Nana Akufo-Addo has vehemently denied allegations that he was responsible for the death of his late wife, Eleanor Akufo-Addo, and accused his political opponents of masterminding a false narrative. Speaking at the Ghana Report Summit, Akufo-Addo also addressed the controversial Ejapade document, which many believe represents a grand scheme for state capture during his tenure. He attributed the document circulation to opposition operatives. Continues on page 3. The president recalled previous elections where he was targeted with false and malicious stories, including allegations of drug trafficking, health issues, and even murder. He emphasized the dangers of misinformation and disinformation, citing the potential to skew public perception, create confusion, and undermine the electoral process. And this is a direct quote. The 2012 election saw false reports of my alleged arrest in London for drug possession and fabricated quotes designed to incite ethnic tension in 2016. It was alleged by sympathizers of the opposition that I had killed my late wife. I mean, okay, let's wait for more. I'm sure there will be more reactions to this story. So let's wait for more to come. Because it is strange how, like Michael said, everything seemed to be working according to the holy gospel of Ejapade.
That's right.
So, I mean, you don't know about it. Nobody within your administration knows about it. Meanwhile, things are happening according to the dictates of this holy book.
That is quite the coincidence, isn't it?
And what are you doing about it? Are you taking steps to at least find out who is behind it and who is using you? I mean, if you don't know about it, then somebody is using your name to do something.
So you say that the effort should be channeled at finding out exactly who is behind this
so just
document.
Refuting or vehemently denying the allegations as captured by the Republic Press is just one step. Beyond that, prove to us, show to us that indeed you have nothing to do with this and you are willing to deal with whoever.
Beyond denying having any knowledge of this particular document, you would say that the president should go, you said, to find out who authored the document. Is distancing himself from the document not enough? He says he doesn't know who is behind it, and he's not behind it.
Look, you have who has power to dismiss an appointee of the president? Who?
Well, the
president has appointed a DG. Somebody has removed the DG. The president says it is not me. Who did?
The president says he's not the one?
Relax.
Okay.
You see, I'm linking it to the document. The document says that this will happen. And it happened exactly how the document said it would, right?
Yeah.
Now, Mr. President says he has no hand in this document.
Okay.
He knows nothing about it. It's a false fabrication by opposition operatives. I'm picking the words from the publication. Yeah. Okay. Now, he doesn't know anything about it. Meanwhile, he's dancing to the tune of the document.
Of the script.
So that's why I'm saying that beyond saying, I beg you, this is caused by John Mahama and his people, or Alan Chamanteng and his people, or who is that? Cheddar and his people, or Bernard Mona, or Awingo Bit and their people,
or the Mahama Nanado Mahama
Or the
government.
Nana Mahama Baumia people.
Charlie, be like Mahama enter the president here.
So beyond saying that, you should be telling us how this is happening according to the Holy Gospel
of the book.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Other headlines. You have 3 months to recover illegal monies paid to staff packed to MOH, Public Accounts Committee to the Ministry of Health. Roads in all 275 constituencies to see facelift as Akufo-Addo launches DRIP. Ashanti region, fire destroys over 40 shops at Kwadaso Market. So sad. MPP PC remanded over alleged fraud. And no misconduct in $34.9 million ambulance deal. SGSG breaks silence. That's it on the front page of the Republic Press.
Fantastic. We'll park it here for the news review. And when we come back, there's more right here.
Ellen, yesterday you made a promise on air that
Michael,
the public were listening. And you said that today a photographer will come.
You don't know that.
And food will come.
You don't know.
And food will come.
You can't
Don't be like the
Somebody
politicians.
commented and said that sometimes I bully the gentlemen in the studio.
Look
guys.
at us vulnerable ones.
Sixtus, is this true?
Helen,
If you answer correctly, you off your mic.
That's what I'm saying. You can't.
I don't. I guys.
You can't be bullied.
Don't push me. I'll go myself.